This creator right here just made the changes I'm going to share with you in this video and get over 700,000 followers in just a few months on TikTok. And the same thing can happen to you because the TikTok algorithm has recently changed. Now it's easier than ever before to grow as a small channel on TikTok so far as you're making the changes I'm going to share with you in this video. But first and most importantly, I need to make sure that you're not doing 3 things wrong that are going to completely destroy your reach on TikTok. The first one, you need to make sure that you're not adding really small text on the screen and putting it off to the side. I have no idea who is telling you to do this, but this is the worst piece of advice that you've ever heard about how to grow on TikTok. It doesn't help you with SEO. Instead, it makes your videos ineligible for the For You page, and it's gonna make TikTok mark your account as spam, and then guess what ends up happening? You're not gonna get the reach that you wanna get. The second thing that you need to make sure you stop doing is deleting posts. I want you to think about it like this. If you were texting a boy or texting a girl, and they answered, and then stopped answering for a week, and then started texting you again, would you be inclined to talk to them? No. You wouldn't. But that's the same exact thing that happens when you post on TikTok. They show it to people, they show it to people who show it to people, and then you delete the post from TikTok. TikTok is going to think that you're not serious and you're not going to keep those posts up. So again, they stop showing your content to people. Now, before I tell you about the third thing that you need to stop doing, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go quick on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free TikTok growth course. You could get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post right now and the best hashtags to use, because those things have also recently changed, but I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. So what are you waiting for? Go to that pinned comment below, register right now. It's 100% free. Now, when it comes to the third thing that you need to make sure that you're not doing, I would not be paying for promoted posts right now on TikTok in 2024. It's one of the worst things that you could do, because what it's going to do is reinforce bad habits, because all you have to do is create good content on TikTok, and I'm going to share with you in just a second how to do that. And they're going to push your content to as many people as they possibly can, be it tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and guess what? It isn't going to cost you a single dollar. So you should stop paying for promotions, because all it does is make you really good at creating bad content, pulling out your credit card, and then paying for it to get views. If you simply make good content, I'm telling you, you're going to get views. Now, when it comes to things that you can do to grow quicker on TikTok, you need to make sure that you're changing the type of music that you're currently using right now. Because if you're not using trending sounds within your content, you're missing one of the biggest opportunities ever. I'm sure you've seen the news that UMG pulled the majority of their music away from TikTok. And guess what? This left a huge vacuum on TikTok, because basically every sound that was trending was now taken off of TikTok. So what TikTok needs to do right now is repopulate the app with other trending sounds, because they don't want musicians to be scared of coming on TikTok or think that they won't get any reach on TikTok. So now, if you click into a sound on TikTok, you go to the viral music charts, or you go to the top 50, you're gonna see tons of songs that you should be using. And ideally, I would try to use the top 10 songs from each of those. And what I would do is take a screenshot of these every day and see how they're moving around, because ones that are beginning to get a lot of momentum can be a really good sound to use, because it's a sign that TikTok is pushing that out, as opposed to looking at a number 1 or number 2 slot that might actually be in decline. The other thing that you need to make sure you're changing is you need to change the way that you're editing your content on TikTok. Because here's the deal. If you looked at content a year ago, 2 years ago, even 6 months ago, highly edited content did very, very well on TikTok, but that is not the case today, because now people are coming to TikTok to try to find the most authentic content possible. And what does this mean? They don't want it to be highly edited, but your content still should have 3 things present in it. First, it should have text on the screen, but that text should ideally be added from the TikTok app. The second thing it needs to be is very fast paced. Just because your content isn't being edited doesn't mean that it's not fast paced. And what I mean by fast paced is that you're changing the background you're using the green screen feature, or you just have constant clip changes. Like, you could literally create a video in one room right here, but have one background be this, and then change and take another video, and then change and take another video. And the reason that you want to do this is because it resets the viewer's attention every single time that you do that. And the third thing you need to make sure that you're doing, again, not highly edited content, but you need to make sure that you're choosing sounds and you're choosing music that actually back up what you're trying to create. For example, if you're trying to make your viewer anxious, you should have music that helps make them anxious. If you're trying to make them happy, you should have music that helps make them happy. If you're trying to make them angry, you should have music that helps support that, because essentially what's going to happen is you're going to be able to create a way better emotional appeal with your viewer. It's going to increase the odds of them sharing. It's going to increase the odds that they actually watch your content all the way through, because people don't remember the things that you said, but they will remember the way that you made them feel. And the easiest way for you to do this is using the right sounds in your content. Now this brings me to the last two things that you need to make sure that you're doing on TikTok, and you need to promise me that you're going to do these two things, because not only are they going to allow you to grow quicker on TikTok, it's also going to allow you to make more money on TikTok. The first thing is you need to begin to increase the length of the post that you're doing. I'm sure you've already seen it, but TikTok is beginning to put landscape videos on the app, and soon they're going to be completely changing the TikTok app. They're going to have a new feature that looks exactly like YouTube, where you can scroll through long form content. So you need to get ahead of this. And the way that you get ahead of this is you need to begin creating content over 1 minute long. If you're not already doing this, you need to start doing it. If you're creating content that's 1 minute long, you need to move up to 3 to 5 minutes long. Not only is it going to allow you to make more money, but it's also going to force TikTok to push your content to more people, because TikTok has literally come out and said that they're trying to boost views for videos that are over 60 seconds long. In fact, if you look at some of TikTok's latest reports, they claim that more than 50% of people on the TikTok app are watching content that is over 60 seconds long. So what is this a good sign of? It's a good sign that you need to be creating content that's in that length so that you can make it as easy as humanly possible for TikTok to push out your content. And the next way that you can make it as easy as humanly possible is making sure that you're paying attention to the 70% rule and the 10% rule. The 10% rule states that if you go and do a search for what you're about to post about on TikTok, you need to make sure that people are actually watching that content out there. So if I go do a search for how to get six-pack abs, because I'm going to be creating content about that because I look so good without a shirt on. Just kidding. But you guys get the point. If I was gonna go create a piece of content like that, I would do a search for it on TikTok, then I would apply the filter for this month, and I would filter by most liked. If those videos are getting 100,000 likes, then I can assume that that's about 10% of the amount of views that they're getting. So if they're getting 100,000 likes, they're probably getting 1 million views. So you need to apply that 10% rule and actually have a really good gauge of how many views you can expect to get in your content. And I wouldn't expect you to get more views than the most viewed videos that are showing up. And this should make you think, hey, should I even commit any time to creating a piece of content under this topic because of how many views that I can get? And you need to make sure that you're judging this for yourself. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you still have 70% of your audience watching after the first 3 seconds. If you don't, it's going to drastically decrease the amount of reach that you're getting on TikTok. TikTok's going to think that people aren't interested in your content, and then they're just going to throw it away, not going to show it to anybody, and you're going to be stuck in 200 to 300 view jail. Now, since you're still watching this video, I know that you're serious about growing on TikTok and you want to be able to monetize your TikTok or make more money from your TikTok. And I personally want to help you do that. In fact, I want to guarantee that I can help you grow quicker on TikTok like this creator that I helped gain over 700,000 followers in a really short period of time. If you want to be my next success story, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you where I literally want to work together with you personally. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only two things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is, one, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers. And two, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.